Alright y'all, what's up? It's your girl Miss Remy, Hustlher Entertainment, visuals as usual. I'm here at A1 Sounds and Media with my special guest, my artist, Mr. M.A.V.O. How you doing?
Good.
It sounds like you looking good, feeling good. You got a new album out. Well, is it out right now?
Yeah, it's
out. It's out everywhere?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's called S.O.N.G.
S.O.N.G is available on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, CD Baby. It's all over right now.
Okay, well, for the people who are unfamiliar with you, could you let them know where the name M.A.V.O came from, where are you from, and a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm from Norfolk, all over Norfolk. M.A.V.O came from back in middle school. Some guy was like, "You look like somebody named M.A.V.O." So I just made it an acronym.
That's right. M.A.V.O. Now, with the album called S.O.N.G, basically story of a Norfolk genius, where did you get that name from?
I wanted to take my time and actually tell my story.
Okay.
Also, when people look at genius, dictionary defines it as somebody who's like a psychopath.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't think about that. I was thinking like extra smart, you know, just know it all. I guess you could be kind of psychotic. Now, putting the album together, how long did it take? What were you going through putting this album together?
It took me a while, because when I first came to you last year and I told you that I had the album coming,
yeah,
all those songs I scratched and I basically started fresh. Then I'm back with Makr Entertainment now too, so.
Okay. And is that your management team, label?
That's my label.
Okay.
His label, I'm an artist on it.
Okay.
So
now, how did you link up with them?
J-Law introduced me. Me and J-Law started rapping together like 2006, 2005.
Mm-hmm.
Never recorded a song together until 14. 14.
Okay.
After that, he introduced me to Nas, and then it went from there.
Okay. So they were very much influential with the album that you were creating.
Yes.
And that's what made you say, you know what, scratch this, let me just put something else into this. Now, were you going through different things, you know, listening to other artists locally or internationally rapping, just because I was listening and you was giving some, you know, you was throwing some shade. But, you know, as a rapper, I know sometimes it takes for you to speak on what other people aren't doing, and that's what I got out of this album.
Well, basically, the album and the reason when I told you I left Makr, I felt writer's block listening to all of it.
Okay.
And then I heard a Nipsey Hussle song.
Okay.
And I was like,
Nipsey Hussle.
It's authentic. That's what they need, authentic instead of watered it down. So that's the reason why I basically scratched all my other songs. Well, they're not scratched, they just...
Right.
But I had to listen to the album at first and I was like, I'd rather have more great music than good music.
There you go. Not just to party or, you know, dish off, but to actually listen and understand what you're talking about. And that's why I say, like I told you earlier, you gave me like that Kendrick Lamar feel because you were more speaking to me rather than just making me listen to your music. You were actually speaking in your music, so that was very relatable. That's what's up. Now let's talk about the production on the album. Who were some of the producers that worked with you on this?
Desmond Pierce, my friend Jerry is from college, my friend Akani, Nas helped with the sound some a little bit.
Okay. And did you write everything yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Ass cap on you. Boom. I know how that go. What about artists? You had some features on the album as well, and who were they?
I had Nas and J-Law. Me and J-Law had a song, M.A.V.O. That was the first one we did together. After that, we did the Pass the Torch. And then I threw Nas on the song, I Got Plumbers.
Okay. Now, speaking of features, you didn't reach out to any, you know, local artists on this album. Do you plan on linking up with local artists or international artists on the next one, or you just focused on your craft and how you make things work?
I mean, it's a possibility, but it just gotta coincide with my storyline for the next album.
That's right, because you definitely had a storyline for this one. Let's go through some of the two of the singles you are pushing from this album. The 757, Seven Cities?
Seven Cities Anthem?
Yes. Where did you come up with that?
I wrote that 2013, and
almost 5 years ago.
Yeah,
so that tells you, artists, no matter when you write a song, you never know, you can always put it out.
I had it in mind because I always thought a single would have to be something for the radio, But I learned it's not like that.
Yeah, that's a fact. You can actually just write a song and actually have people relate to it. And the other single, what's the other single that you're pushing?
My First Reply.
My First Reply. Now that was the one that I was like, oh yeah, is this Kendrick? Now that one was when you throw a little shade, you know what I'm saying? Now how did you come up with that one?
I mean,
what were you thinking about?
I felt like it was just something that needed to be said at the time.
That's right.
Because there's a lot of artists that rap about guns, rap about partying in the club, and
yeah.
Fans not doing that every day, so you gotta
actually have something for other people to relate to.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Your talent not for you, it's for the help of other people.
That's a fact. Who taught you that? That's a fact. Now, speaking of the album, as people can find it everywhere, are you doing any shows, any tours, or anything that's coming up to promote the album?
We have a show December 8th at T-Top in Richmond.
Okay.
And we're working on lining some other stuff up right now.
Okay, that's what's up. And radio interviews and everything like that. Where can they find you to actually link up with you? And check out your music.
They can reach www.makr.com, MakrEntertainment.com, or they can hit me on Instagram or Twitter at Mr. Wooow _ between the Mr. and Wooow.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Mr. Oh wow. Because he can wow you, I'll tell you that. Now, speaking of upcoming events and things of the nature, have you thought about reaching out to artists here or internationally to do some future projects? Or has anybody maybe reached out to you? Because you are hot shit. I mean, so I think you should be, on either everybody's song, but everybody should want to be on your song just to have that extra collab, more fan base, and to promote music more.
Yes.
Is there any artists out there that you would like to, just in case they're watching?
I mean, I talked to Flame Barnes a couple of times this summer, but I had to...
Yeah, I know you love him.
I had to make sure my album was right. I talked to Murder Mook earlier this year.
Oh, that's what's up.
Outside of that, just been keeping in contact with Joe Bart.
Okay. Now, what about producers?
I haven't really thought of
studied any producers yet. Okay. Because them productions on them beats will definitely make a single, even if it ain't like that. Certain producers can definitely put you on.
Yeah.
And as for future, let's talk about things like, where do you see yourself in the next year? Because I don't like to speak too far because we just seen each other last year. So where do you see this album taking you next year and the growth from it?
Well,
what would you like to be? On tour?
Touring somewhere. But this album, the next album, basically, it'll be more in-depth of me.
Okay.
Because this album helped me get more comfortable in my lane and the type of music that
it helped you understand more of who you were as an artist?
Yes.
And you've been doing this for a long time, but not that long?
I've been doing it since I was like 11.
Okay. And you now taking it to where you know that you want to take it serious. Yes. And you have a team behind you, and that is something that's strong. Yeah. That's what's up. Well, you guys, I want to thank you guys for your time. This is Mr. M.A.V.O. Could you let them know again where they can find your music right now? Because the album is out where? Everywhere. And what is the name of the album? Tell them where to find you. Tell them where they can do everything.
Y'all can find the album, Song or Story of a Norfolk Genius, iTunes, YouTube, Google Play, Amazon, MakrEntertainment.com. Hit me up, Twitter, Instagram, Mr__Wooow, No Red Light District. We got my boys.
That's what's up. Y'all already know what it is. Your girl, Miss Remy. Make sure you hit me up on my Instagram at Rem's World or my Twitter at Rem's World or my website, hustlernt.com. And make sure you check out A1 Media and Sounds.